We're live. You. Right. As soon as that, I do that. The dog wants to come in straight away. Come on then. Come on then, you're coming in. Right. Hi guys. Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. So it's getting a bit dark, so the light's probably going to be a bit weird. We are going to hopefully finish this off. We started this. Hi everyone. We started this, and I want to finish it. It's about, I think it's still. Oh my god, you're kidding, aren't you? It's like right. Off then, off you go, off you go, out you go. God. Oh my god, it's like a game now, isn't it? It's like Louis starts alive, the dogs bark. Louis sits down, the dogs bark. Louis gets up, the dogs bark. Can't win. Right. Okay. So hi everyone. It's Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. So we're gonna read this. You know that you can always tell when a channel's doing well. Oh my god, I'm just making myself laugh, right? Deborah, where are you? Come on, Deborah. You said you were excited to come on. Deborah, are you there? Live now. Have you fallen asleep? Right. So hope everyone is well. We've done some really good lives today. I've really enjoyed the lives today. We've done some good reading, some good chatting. We've had a bit of a laugh. So my wife has just gone upstairs. Yes, my wife. Oh, sorry, I can't stop laughing. Yes, my wife does know that I do live streams 3 times a day. She's fully aware. And do you know what? You know when a channel is doing well. Obviously, we've got Defending Elvis Presley. You know when a channel is doing well because you get stalkers. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but we have stalkers. We actually have stalkers on our channel. Are we that good? Are we that popular? Sorry, guys. I've had such a laugh tonight. I've watched some very funny things tonight. They're like, all right, seriously, guys. But we're here to read. We're here to read. I want to be kind. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Yeah. It's a long story, Francis. It's a long story. It's a long story. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. How are you, Francis? So how was it with you guys with Thanksgiving? What was it like, guys? Did you have a nice time? Thanksgiving, was it good? Have you eaten lots of food? Yeah. Hi, Elvis Presley fan. I'm definitely okay. I've actually had a really good day today. I'm really enjoying the lives. So no, Debbie, you missed it. Yeah. It's a long story, guys. It's definitely. Oh, you couldn't make it up. All right, the dog wants to go upstairs now. Come on. Right, come on, up you go. Go with mummy. Go with mummy. There you are. Want to go with mummy? Right. Mummy's upstairs. Okay, right. Yeah, do you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, you know what? I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it. I send everyone love. That's it. That's what I do. That's my way. Just forgive, love, and just kindness. Yeah. The fact that I can't stop laughing is something I can't control. I do have the giggles. I do have the giggles, but I don't want to be mean. But being, we're a big channel. Big channels get stalkers. They do. I'm surprised just how extreme the ones I get are, but I still send them love and forgiveness and kindness. Yeah. So, shall we read this? how many of you here? How many of you here were here on the reading of this that we did about 2 hours ago? Yes, yeah, it is. It's like, I think it's big starting to, Jane, it's becoming a bit of a highlight of my day. Oh my God. Oh, we should call it the Louis Show. I think, honestly, Jane and Deborah, we should call it the Louis Show. Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah. Anyway, it's affecting me. Sorry. Right. Anyway, right. Hi, Stacey. I got to my dad. About to go to my dad's. Okay, yeah. I would send you love, Stacey. I hope you're okay, Stacey. I hope things go okay with Dad. I hope you had an okay Thanksgiving. Yeah. Have many of you had a massive Thanksgiving meal today? Obviously, in England, we don't do Thanksgiving. I think we should. Honestly, I think we should. Innit? You guys get to have Christmas dinner and give thanks twice a year. Us poor guys in England, we only get to do it once. But I have looked. You have, Deborah. I have looked up Thanksgiving, and I tell you, I think it's fascinating. I think it's fascinating of the reasons behind it, and the way you give thanks, even from a religious point of view, from a Christian point of view. It's amazing. It's amazing. Love it. I really wish. Hi, Elvis Presley fan. Hope you're well. I really wish that we did it in England, that we have Thanksgiving. But obviously, it's different, isn't it? Because with you guys, isn't it about the settlers, the Pilgrim settlers, and the pioneers? Isn't it all about that? We don't have that here, do we? So I find it really interesting, Thanksgiving. Obviously, I know you're not all from America. Many of you from all around the world. Many of you in the UK. And Canada, Australia, and many, many other countries. We definitely do have people coming here from Canada a lot. I think the Canadian people love our channel. So, yes, Nicola. Yeah, we always welcome. We welcome the new people. We welcome the new people to join Team Elvis. Come on, guys. Let's welcome the new people. Honestly, anyone new, you're very welcome to our lovely Team Elvis. We're a friendly bunch. We really are. Okay, right. Come on. I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm misbehaving. Oh no. Right. So, I'm not going to lie to you. I have found this book a little bit boring. I'll be honest. Yeah, not my favorite book so far. But we got halfway into chapter 3, and it did start to get a bit interesting. I'm not sure how many of you watched it. I mean, we're listening, but it just gets a bit juicy. We start to, they've met up in the cinema or theater, whatever they want to call it. Elvis has made it obvious that he likes Linda. Now, at first, she thought that Elvis was still married to Priscilla. So she's playing hard to get because she's a decent, well-brought-up girl, quite innocent for a beauty queen. And Elvis is trying to make a move on her. She thinks he's the most gorgeous man that's ever lived. Yeah, but brilliant personality as well, and just has this amazing life force around him that just blows her away. But she thinks he's married. She ain't gonna get with a married man. So then Elvis starts to open up, tells her, look, the public don't know yet, but our marriage is over. Yeah, so I am a single man. If you get with me, I'm not being unfaithful. You're not getting off with a married man. So then she goes on to say, oh, Bridget Cruz, you're up late. Right. So then she goes on to say, she realizes that they've split up. So that's when it moves on to the fact that, oh, I can get with Elvis because he's single. He's single. He's not with Priscilla. No one knows. The whole world doesn't know that Elvis and Priscilla have split up. So this is where the story gets juicy. Right, let me just have a nice say. I want to wish Bridget Cruz a welcome. Bridget, how are you? How is everything? I love to discuss our up-and-coming Colonel Parker auction on your channel. If you and the fans would like to hear about it, it's a fantastic story, of course. So go ahead, Bridget. Go ahead. We're all ears. How would you like to do it, Bridget? Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Let's all welcome Bridget Cruz, please. I'll just let the dog out. Will you all say hello to Bridget? Right, go on then. Go on. Okay, right. Sorry about that. Right, Bridget, I'm really sorry about the dogs barking. I am really sorry. But so, Bridget Cruz, I'm well. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you all. Let's set a date for a live on the 12th of the 4th. Right, when you say alive, now I just want you to know that do you mean that you want to, I'll get a pen. Let me get a pen. Right, just get a pen. Bit of paper. 12th of the 4th. Right. Okay, let me just make some space. So I loved, yeah, we got Jack Russell's, Bridget, and I have two, and they're quite elderly. One is 15, one is 11. It's mother and daughter. The older one is a bit blind, a bit deaf, but she's adorable. She's adorable. So you want to set a date for a live on the 12th of the 4th. What is that? 12th of the 4th? I'm confused. So December the 12th. I'm trying to work out what 12/4 means. Yeah. Let's have a look. So December the 4th. Let me write it down. And when you say live, do you mean you just want me to go live here and then we're going to chat? Is that what it is? So, you know, Bridget, did you watch our video? We did a video last week. Okay, but Bridget, I don't mind that, but you're going to have to show me how to do it. I've never done a live where there's split screen. So could you, if you don't mind, could I give you my email and then you could just tell me how to go live with someone, because I've never done it before, but I'll happily do it. Yeah. There's my email. Or you can mess on Messenger or on Instagram. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I posted my email. Yeah, just send me some instructions. Of course. Can let me just get my phone. Bridget, could I just ask you on Instagram? I did friend request you. I wasn't sure if it was your Bridget, can I just ask you, let's have a look. Bridget, is this yours? Is this yours, Bridget? Can I let's give Bridget a chance. Yes, because what is, I think I friended you on it. I think. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Yes, I sent you a little while ago. I sent you a message just saying it was a great live. Can you respond on that? Is it possible for you to respond to my message, and then that way you can, if you just respond on that, then you can give me details on how to go live split screen, because I've never done it. I'm happy to do it. Gio, I've watched it. Gio, don't worry. Don't. Gio, please don't worry about it. Gina, she obviously needs help. Please don't worry about it. I know that she made it. She made it about you, didn't she? So don't. It's you know, we're talking about a very unwell person. It's all right. It's a separate thing, Bridget. It's something else that's going on. So, Bridget, can I just ask you while you're here with us? Did you watch? We did a video, a live stream about the latest update with the trial. Did you watch it? Oh no, don't worry, Bridget. You're very welcome. We did a live stream only about 4 or 5 days ago. All right, it's quite I think you'll like it. Yeah, it's in support of you. But what we did. Let me just let's see if you. Well, I know you're obviously very busy. Yeah, so I completely understand. But we did a live just with the update where I think I'm trying to go from memory now. I know you can't really discuss it. I understand that, but the live was more. Here we go. There it is. Let me just. So this was the live. It was on the 26th of November, 2024, and from memory, it was just the updates that that Priscilla had gone back and said, well, actually, if I've got a relative in Florida, it's irrelevant to the case. Yeah, so we just updated people about that. And so how are things with you? I know you were having problems. I know that your daughter was being picked on, and obviously you were having a difficult time. How are you coping? Are you okay? Because we support you here fully. Of course, we think that you've been mistreated and badly, you know. We feel that you've been double-crossed. So how are you? The truth is, like the sun, I truly appreciate the sport. I'm staying strong and leaning on the good Lord to let the truth prevail. Well, that sounds fine. And I wish you, honestly, Bridget, I really wish you well. If we could help you, if we could help you here, we would. I know Team Elvis feel that you've been mistreated. Yeah, you're just one of many people that we feel have been unfairly treated by Priscilla. Now, we don't hate Priscilla, but we do want to expose her wrongdoing. Yeah, and our way of defending Elvis is by exposing the wrongdoing that has happened, not just to Elvis, but to his bloodline, of course, to Riley, Finley Harper, especially to Lisa. And we feel that you tried to help Priscilla. She was in a very, very difficult spot, and you came along with your team just because you were close and you looked at Priscilla like almost like a parent, a very close friend. You reached out to help her, and it's all been thrown in your face. And it's caused an earthquake in your life, which has obviously had a knock-on effect to your family as well. So we feel that you have been completely unfairly treated. So we are with you. That's all I can do, and thank you for always being so kind. Well, thank you. That's great. Brilliant. So if you could just respond to this for me, if you don't mind, to your Instagram, and then it's much easier for me. We can message each other a bit. You can, if you don't mind, teach me how to do a live with another person, and I would really appreciate that. Or you can messenger me on Facebook, yeah, or email, yeah. We're here for you. That's it. We're here for you. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to start reading. Could everyone thank Bridget for joining us, please? If anyone, I think Bridget is very happy to speak to you guys. If any of you want to ask her questions, I'm sure she'd be very obliging. If that's okay with you, Bridget, okay? Once you're done, guys, I'm going to start reading. We've got Renee. Hidden Minds is an amazing YouTube channel. Hidden Minds. Hi, Renee. Please subscribe to Renee. He's fantastic. No, you're not interrupting. It's a complete pleasure. I'm honored that you join us. I'm honored. Yeah, I mean that. If I was in America, we'd be mates. We'd be mates. We'd have a drink, but I'm in England, so it's not going to happen. How you going, Renee? Okay, my friend? Renee, I'm sure Bridget will allow you to ask her a question about if, and just in case she's having a bit of a dispute with Priscilla at the moment, and but she's I just see Bridget as a entrepreneur that has worked really hard to achieve success. That's how I see Bridget, a hardworking young lady that has achieved the impossible, done really well, and I feel that she's being very badly treated at the moment. Oh, thank you, Bridget. That's so kind. Well, if you're ever in England, which I doubt is that often, I live near Bristol. And you know, because I'm a businessman, I've been in business my whole life. I've been in litigation quite a few times, so I understand lawsuits, litigation. I do have experience in it. I'm always happy to help. Givens Grove, is Givens Grove in London? Where is that? Givens Grove. Let me let the dog out. Givens Grove is what part of England is that? Right, come on, you've been out 10 times. My dogs have been out 10 times. Givens Grove. I'm not really sure. All right, come on, there's nothing out here. She's trying to find mice. My poor dog, she's 15 years old, and she's got a little bit of dementia. Near Leatherhead. I think isn't that up north? Let's have a look. Leatherhead. Let me just see where it is. Let's see if we get a map of it. Let's see where it is. Oh, I know where you are. Yeah, so you're about, I'll take a picture for you. So if you look at this, let's have a look. I'm not sure how clear that is. So if you see Bristol is where I am, and you are there. So you're about 3 hours away from me. 3 hours, I would say. Interesting. All right. Well, I live in a seaside town called Weston-super-Mare, which so it's a big promenade. And I've spent my whole life running businesses all along the seafront of Weston-super-Mare, and I run nightclubs, bars, restaurants, pubs, amusement arcades, and within all that, I was also a DJ with my brother. I'm a twin. There's two of us. So it's Weston-super-Mare is a beautiful place, beautiful, and it has a lovely seaside. So if you're ever passing, you're very welcome. Let's have a look. What happened to Tenderly Love? No, Shauna, she's still around. Tenderly Loving Elvis. We love Shauna. That's awesome. Yes, I'm a twin. There's two of us, and so my twin brother is we're business partners, but he's also an Elvis fan, but he has his own YouTube channel that is very big, but he's not, his channel isn't Elvis. It's completely different. So yes, twin. We're twins. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky. I'm very, you know, I've got a big family. I've got 5 kids. So I'm a busy boy. I'm a busy boy. Let the dog back in. All right, come on, in you come. In you come. So my dog has a bit of dementia. She's 15 years old. So she'll bark for me to let her out. Then she'll bark for me to let her in. Then she forgets that I let her out. So she'll bark for me to let her out again. In a minute now, she'll bark again. So it's all part of the age. And so, yes, I've got very nice. My kids are 4, 8, 14, 16, and 18. And 5 of my kids are with my wife. 5, yeah, all 5 of them, yeah. So I'm very lucky, and I've been with my wife for 19 years, so I'm very, very lucky, very, very lucky, yeah. And so my wife has been unwell, but she's getting better. She's getting better. My wife's getting back to normal now. Okay, so what we've been doing is, and if anyone wants to ask Bridget anything, please go ahead. So what we've been doing is reading Linda's book. We read half of the chapter, so I'm going to start reading the other half of the chapter. It's quite interesting. I do like Linda Thompson. I like her. I think she's great. Yeah, she's fun. She's beautiful. I think she was good for Elvis. She, you know, she's made mistakes just like everyone has. We're all human. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to start reading this. And I'm very grateful that Bridget has joined us, guys. So I'm sure Bridget wants to carry on chatting with you lot while I try and read. I'm a very bad reader. I left school when I was 15 because all I cared about was making money, which was the right decision for me because that's the reason I got into business so young. Yes, I agree. I agree, Bridget. I agree. I think Linda was very good for Elvis. Now, some people won't agree, but I've done quite a lot of research and I'm a fan of Linda. I like her. So let me just see where we are. So she's just met Elvis. She's met him in the cinema. Elvis has told her that he's not with Priscilla anymore, that they've just split up. It's a secret split up. She's just run off with Mike Stone. It's all come out. It hasn't been announced officially yet, but Elvis is now single and Priscilla is living with Mike Stone. Yeah? So let's have a look. Elvis leaned around and towards me to get my attention. Looking at me intently in the eyes, he said, "Honey, you know I'm not married anymore." "No," I said, totally shocked. I had no idea. "Well, we haven't released it to the press yet, but I've been separated since last December," she said. "I'm officially separated. We're going to get a divorce. She left me for someone else." And let me just check. Next call, Jay. Is it? That's what I read. I'll tell you what, Bridget, I'd love to. I always offer my help on the court stuff because I've got some experience in litigation. But anyway, let's have a look. Where we are. Let's have a look. "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that," I said, "but you know you should have married a Southern girl." Yeah, and I think this is quite well known, isn't it, that Linda said that to him. And there is a YouTube movie called what's it called? Elvis and the Beauty Queen, and it's on YouTube. It's completely free. It was made in the 1980s, I think. And it's actually watchable. The quality is not very good, but it is watchable. Let's have a look. "Well, we haven't released it to the press yet. I've been separated since last December." He said, "I'm officially separated. We're going to get a divorce. She left me for someone else." "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. But as you know, you should have married a Southern girl." And I've just said that. So he seemed a little taken aback that I would speak so bluntly to him about something so personal. But then he smiled at me. He said, "You know, you're absolutely right," he said. And that right there was the beginning of Elvis and me. And in the years that followed, he would always remind me that one of the wisest and most memorable things I'd ever said to him was right in our first meeting, when I told him that he should have married a Southern girl. You were 100% right. He always said, it's like you and I knew each other before we knew each other, because you grew up the same way I did. I know you. I know your spirit. I know how you think and how you feel. Love it. Oh, thanks, Bridget. Oh, we know that. We know that, Bridget. We send you a lot of love. We send you love on Thanksgiving. And I felt the same way about him. I knew Elvis Presley was, of course, because he was famous. And so I knew trivial things about him that I'd read in magazines. But beyond that, on a visceral level, I knew what was important to him, because it was also what was important to me. Elvis leaned in and kissed me, and the fullness, tenderness, and sweetness of his absolutely perfect lips were like kissing marshmallows. Seriously, see that? She says kissing Elvis was. She said kissing Elvis was like kissing marshmallow lips. Just find that funny. Kissing. Is that how Elvis's lips feel, like kissing marshmallows? Find that funny. Let's have a look. Seriously, if you want to know what it was like to kiss Elvis, get the biggest, puffiest marshmallows you can find and press a few of them against your lips, because his lips really were that sweet and soft. Ah, that's lovely. He was the most mesmerizing kisser, so very sensual and intense. Girls, I'm getting you a bit hot under the collar here, right? For the ladies out there, he was the most mesmerizing kisser, so very sensual and intense. So yeah, it was pretty staggering, his first kiss, intoxicating to the point that neither of us seemed to mind that we were surrounded by people in the theater. We were oblivious to everything and everyone, and all of my all of my pious propriety as Miss Tennessee Universe went out the side door of that theater and up in smoke. Those kisses went on, and then he started nuzzling me, kissing me on the neck, and whispering sweet everything to me, like, where have you been all my life? And to which I answered, growing up, I'd have to say. He laughed out loud. I've been looking for someone like you, honey. He continued, in fact, and I know I have no, let's have a look. I have no idea what movie we saw. It was double feature, and yet it wasn't nearly long enough for me. And I never wanted that night to end. I'm sure the movie was something about karate, or maybe blaxploitation film, because Elvis loved movies like that. Movies like Across 110th Street with Anthony Quinn, Yaphet Kotto, which was released later that year. And as soon as I came to find out Elvis was in the building, we always did what Elvis loved. Eventually, the movies were both over and the lights came out, with Elvis kissing me for several hours. I had been dimly aware of a ripple of interest in the theater around us, as everyone there seemed to notice that Elvis had met a girl, and it looked like it was getting kind of serious. Now in the light, I knew they will all start staring at me, and I smoothed down my clothes and pressed my palms against his cheeks and chin, trying to cool the key of the whiskers burn I thought had to be apparent on my face. He and I both giggled at the awkwardness of the moment. For the first time in hours, I was self-conscious and shy about the total abandon Elvis and I had displayed during the movies. So let me just get this. So thank you so much. I pray the truth carries weight and not a celebrity. I'm no one important at the bottom line. So many truths have been shared about me, everyone who helped her. I just, Bridget, the amount of research we've done, and I literally am like horrified just how bad the treatment of Priscilla has been towards Elvis and the Presleys and Lisa and the grandkids. It just, and other people as well. Yeah. And, you know, I literally think Priscilla has got away with murder. And I say it, I don't say it hatefully. I say it, it's like there's been this massive trick, this big con that the whole world have fallen for. And it's like you've probably already watched this, Bridget. But this is one of the most successful cons ever. I think this book was written 39 years ago, and this book is still damaging Elvis's legacy, image, reputation. 39 years later, people are still using this book to judge Elvis, even though half of this book is not true. Yeah, the truth has been twisted and reinvented with this book. Yeah, especially this book. Yeah, and it's, you know, she deserves a medal for the success of just how well this book has conned and tricked the world. Yeah, this is one of the most successful cons in history. Honestly, guys, seriously. And it's still going on today. And even Sophia Coppola fell for that as well. Yes, go ahead. Something that no one knows. Oh, yes, please. Bridget, come on. Let's hear it on Thanksgiving Day. We're all ears. So in my upcoming Colonel Parker auction, I am selling the manuscript that Priscilla sent to the Colonel about the book, and it has his notes in it. So it has, let me just work this out, the manuscript that Priscilla sent to the Colonel about the book, and it has, so it's got, so you're saying that the original manuscript has Colonel Tom Parker's notes in it. Okay, so brilliant. But what is said in the notes? All right, so Colonel Tom Parker says exactly what he thought about it, and it's very interesting. And so, you know, as far as I know, Bridget, Colonel Tom Parker and Priscilla got on very well. Yes, am I right about that? That's the impression I've got. Okay, I will do. So can I read it? Yes, they were close. I thought that all this stuff that I've researched shows that they were very close. And we know that after Elvis died, Priscilla wanted the Colonel to carry on with the same deal, the 50% deal. Yes, even after Elvis died, and obviously that was all changed when the judge guy stepped in and had everything put right. Tool, is that his name? Tool. I'm trying to remember his name. Yeah, so can Bridget, so if I go to the auction site, can I read it? Can I read the manuscript? Is it all there to be read, or is it just like one page? Or let me write this down. So auction. Yeah. So a few photos. Okay. All right. Well, what I'll do, I'll blow them up and I'll read them out. Is it okay if I read them out? That'll be interesting. I'll do that tomorrow. December the 7th. Quite soon then. I didn't even know that it was going up for auction. Oh, thank you, Bridget. I never even knew that that the manuscript that she'd sent to the Colonel and he'd noted it. I didn't even know it existed. Seriously, no, I don't think anyone here did. It's only because you've told us. I'd love for you to look at the entire catalogue. Email it me. I would love to read it. I would love to. Are you allowed to email it me? I've put my email address. It's funny because we the thing I like about reading that book, I love reading that book. It's a very simple read, but the thing that appeals to me the most about reading the book Elvis and Me is that you can pick out every single lie. You can really understand how the public are being manipulated. Yeah, all of that book is manipulation. The whole of the book is all about trying to make the public see her in a different light, to see her as a victim, Elvis as the bad guy. But not just that, it's even cleverer than that. The book is trying to undo the damage. So I think after Priscilla left Elvis in 1972, yeah, the public had turned against Priscilla, yeah. The public did feel that she'd mistreated Elvis because of Mike Stone, because it was such a public outing with Mike Stone. And I think there was quite a lot of hate towards Priscilla just after she left Elvis, yeah, even after Vernon died. But the book, Elvis and Me, is very, very clever because she uses the book to undo the damage caused and the hate that is aimed at her in the 70s and early 80s. She uses the book to change public perception and make the public feel sorry for Priscilla. I really believe that. I've always thought that the biggest achievement of the book Priscilla was to make the public think that poor Priscilla and bad Elvis. I really think that. And that's why I say it's the biggest con of all time, the most successful con of all time. I really believe that. No one knew that the Colonel's collection even existed. Even every auction house in the world wanted this collection of his personal items. Wow. Bridget, wasn't it in a giant warehouse? I think I read this somewhere, that somewhere Priscilla had a big warehouse with all of the Colonel's items in it that the Colonel had just been hoarding for years. Is that right? Yeah, please send it me, Bridget. There's the email there. I would love to read it. I'd like to do a series of videos on it. If you send it me, I'll break it down and we'll do a series of live streams for each section. I would love it. I find it really enjoying. No, these items have never been sold and have nothing to do with anyone except the Colonel. Amazing. Is there a lot of items up for sale at the moment at GWS auctions? I'm on about these specific items, the ones with Colonel. Is there hundreds or is it just a few? Guys, if you want to ask questions, now's your time. I've been following your case. I say, go get the lies and all. She is disgusting human. Poor Lisa, trying to say she committed suicide. I understand, Chanel. I do. This is a massive auction I've worked on to get for decades. Right, okay. Why don't I know this? So how long have these items been up for auction? Is it it's because the printers keep coming in and out. How long have these items been up for auction? Is it been months, weeks? So Geo, I have nothing against her. I'm amazed that they react so negatively. I don't care what she's doing, by the way. Why would any of us bother with that channel? Oh, Geo, right. Geo's talking about a separate topic. Geo, you know you can message me direct if you want. Go onto Facebook and message me, or you can email me. Geo, would you like to email me? We can discuss it. I just loaded the catalog. Right, okay. When I go, I'm gonna look it all up. Thank you, Bridget. And Bridget, can I ask you, how do you think things are going with the lawsuit? Are you happy with, with the way that Priscilla has come back to the court and said that the fact that she has relatives, possible relatives, like a possible grandchild in Florida, doesn't have any bearing on the court case? How do you feel about that? Yes, I understand that, Bridget. Tomorrow I'm on it, mate. I'm on it. I will be reading. Is it a lot of documents? I'll be reading it. If there's a lot, it might take me a while. I can't comment on why Priscilla would do anything she has or will do. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Now, once it was all announced about the secret grandchild, I said, this is a few weeks ago, I said, there's no way that she'll ever come back and admit anything like that. She'll find a way to wriggle out of it, which is what's happened. Yeah, which is what's, to me, the impression I've been given just by different advice, different people I've spoken to, is that the reason she's trying to get it thrown out of Florida, yeah, is because she wants it to be dealt with where she lives. Is that right? That sounds about right to me. People feel that the case, Priscilla feels that she can win things in her hometown, yeah. And this is what other people have been saying to me, and this is why she's going out of her way and putting a lot of time into getting it moved away from Florida. Yeah. So, did you see the video of her? I found a video of her. She calls her dogs Marty after her lawyer. She calls her dogs Marty. Where is it? Let me find it. Which I found quite interesting. Did you see that, Brigitte? Let me just get it up. Let's have a look. It's only a short, so it's not long, but I just found it pretty odd. Where are we? Let's find it. It might be on my TikTok. I just found it. Let me go on my TikTok. I've got TikTok and Instagram, yeah? And I just found this thing where she calls her dogs after her lawyer. Is his name Marty? Here we go.
Marty, congratulations on being
Come back.
the Entertainment Lawyer of the Year. I can't imagine anyone else having this but you. And just so you know, it has been over 30 years. I love you to death, and I know you'll always be there for me, and I want to be there for you for this very, very special evening. Marty. Marty! Who's that? Who's that? The Bulldogs. I named them all Marty. Come on. Come on, Marty. Come on, Marty. Marty. Who's that?
So, Bridget, is she still using the same lawyer? Just out of interest, is that the same Marty that she's? I'm just interested to know. How you going, Aisa? Yeah, and we've noticed that as well. I put this to Bridget as well. Oh, it is the same lawyer, but what Jerry Schilling? Where is it? Is he involved in any of this, Jerry Schilling? Because we here at Team Elvis, we really believe that Jerry Schilling and Priscilla are very, very close, and financially, there's a lot going on. A lot being blended, and has been for the last 40 odd years. We think that since Elvis died, that Jerry and Priscilla are doing a lot of stuff together, even possibly have had an affair together. Now, we don't hate Jerry. This is just something we feel that there's a possibility they had an affair, and they do a lot of business together. We also feel that that Jerry has really tried to stay out of and not get involved with all of the wrangles that are going on. Yeah. So we are a bit worried about Jerry. We don't think he's all bad, but we are a bit, stuff's been going on for a long time, for decades. Even Joe Esposito, we think there's possible stuff there. Some people say that Joe Esposito was a spy on behalf of Colonel Tom Parker. Yeah, some people say that. So it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult because you've got a woman that Priscilla, when she was young and beautiful, she used her beauty to her advantage. For example, with the Stanley brothers, when she got them drunk, got them to sign these. All right, so is Joe a good guy? Then I ask you that, Bridget. Is Joe a good guy? Now, with the Stanley brothers, didn't she trick them into signing some contracts, some release forms? Something went on well. All right, okay, well, that's interesting. Because a lot of the subscribers and the members think that Joe was used as a spy for the Colonel. Do you think that's not true? I'm only repeating the stuff that is said to me on my comments, yeah? See, the thing is, I always liked Jerry. But then when I started doing some research, I changed. I always wonder, when Lisa was so unwell, Lisa Marie was very, very, very unwell. I really feel that Jerry should have taken her to the hospital. I really do. Joe loved Elvis very much, and he was also dealt a very poor hand. Right, okay. I get told about things like the racquetball business investment that went wrong, stuff like that. But I'm regurgitating things that are said to me, yeah. But I'm always told that Charlie Hodge was one of the good ones. I know Charlie did like a drink, didn't he? So I think the drink could have been a problem with Charlie. I'm getting that impression. Yes, if I was Lisa's mother, I would have taken her to the hospital instead of drinks after the Golden Globes. Yeah. And not just Priscilla, Jerry as well. I don't understand, Jerry. And I also think that when, even with things like when Priscilla was contesting Lisa's wishes, after Lisa died, she obviously wanted everything to go to the twins, to go to Riley. And we know that, John Travolta, people like that stepped in and pushed the deal through. But my point is, Jerry should have been here fighting for Lisa. Because Jerry is known as being very, very close to Lisa. So he should have been in Lisa's corner, making sure that everything goes to the kids, to the grandkids, to Priscilla's grandkids, to Lisa's kids. And I feel that Jerry was trying to keep both people happy. I think that Jerry tried to keep the grandkids happy, but also Priscilla happy. And this is the problem. Because Priscilla, in my mind, had no right to anything. Once Lisa had died, everything should have gone to the grandkids. Since when does a grandmother have some of the inheritance of their dead daughter? It doesn't make sense. Let's have a look. Yes. So, yeah, I know Charlie. Yeah. And you could tell that I've picked up on the fact that Charlie needed help with the drinking. I could see. I was there for a hell of that, and the truth would shock you. Well, you can tell me if you want. No one knows what really happened. I definitely believe that. There is a lot more to the story. When are we going to find out? Bridget, when are we going to find out more to the story? We're very interested. You're welcome to email me whatever you have to say. I'd love to out it. I want to, how can I say it? I want to try and expose Priscilla's wrongdoing. I want to do it in a professional way. I don't want to do it like some hater, some guy calling her names, you know, just saying disgusting things about her. I don't want to do that. I want to say it in a very respectable way. So I'm taken seriously. When I talk about Priscilla and I bring out all the wrongdoing, and I want to, because that's how we defend Elvis, that's how we defend his bloodline and Lisa. I want to do it in a way where people take me seriously. Yeah. So I'm trying to find that balance, you know. I speak when the judge makes me speak. Unlike some, I don't sell lies to the press. Yes. And Priscilla toys with the press, doesn't she? One of Priscilla's cleverest things is that she knows that the questions she's going to be asked will be really within the remit of this book. Yeah. Priscilla, just when she has interviews, and you can go to any decade, the 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, you name it, even now with Piers Morgan, and you know the questions that are going to be asked to Priscilla. Half of the questions she doesn't even have to give answers. She just nods her head. Like Piers Morgan will go, oh, so you were with Elvis from 14 till 1973, you know. And then she won't put him right and say, well, actually, I wasn't. Yeah. She goes along with it and says, oh, you know, it was different times then. So Priscilla is very clever at toying with the interviewers. I feel that the people that do the most damage for Elvis are the people that interview Priscilla. The interviewers do more damage than Priscilla because it's the interviewers that ask the nasty questions. The questions that make the general public, especially the non-Elvis fans, the interviewers like Piers Morgan, they plant these seeds, these horrible questions. Priscilla knows they're going to answer the question, that they're going to ask these very negative questions that make Elvis look bad, make her look like a victim. And this is like you say, she owns the press, that she toys with them. She toys with the interviewers. You could go to any interview and she's got this very secret smile on the back of her face, because they're going to play into her hands and they're going to say exactly what she wants them to say. They sing her tune. The interviewers sing her tune. And it's all based on this book, The Pack of Lies, The Rewriting of History. This is the tune that the interviewers are singing. She knows the questions in advance. They're too scared to ask the serious questions. Yeah. Now we know, I believe that Riley made sure that all of the negative stuff about Priscilla was kept in this book. I believe that Riley made sure, yeah, that all of the stuff, the alleged abuse, of Michael Edwards was kept in the book. So I really believe that Riley wants to get back at Priscilla. I really do. I think Riley is being very clever. I think Riley is like, I don't want a lawsuit. So I won't say things using my own mouth. This is how I think Riley is playing things. So what Riley has done, by removing Priscilla from the cover, that speaks volumes. By making sure that the negative stuff about the sexual abuse, the alleged sexual abuse, and the negative stuff about Priscilla's bad parenting, yeah, I think that is how Riley is getting her revenge, because she's leaving it to the fans, she's leaving it to the news companies, she's leaving it to the book to do the talking. I really think Riley is trying to play a safe game and let the book do the talking. Now, unfortunately, this is a problem here. Unfortunately, it feels like the book is being forgotten. I really feel that. And I think many of us guys here feel that the book is being swept under the carpet and being forgotten. The book is being forgotten. Priscilla is getting away with murder again. All these allegations and the bad parenting. Now, the book is only a month old, but already it's old news. It's already old news. I was more astonished that she sat on stage and spoke poorly about Michael Jackson in front of Nicole Richie, who is Michael Jackson's goddaughter. I agree. Now, I personally don't think that Riley wanted her on that stage. What can I ask you your opinion, Bridget? Do you think that Riley wanted Priscilla there at the book signing in Gracelands? I mean, I don't think Riley was able. My opinion is that Riley was not able to stop her. That no one was going to stop Priscilla walking in that room. I think Priscilla had made up her mind. She was going to walk in that room and try and, how can I say it, minimize the damage done by the book. So Priscilla had a game plan. If I walk in on the stage in Gracelands and start talking, I can blame everything on Lisa. I can say that Lisa had a drink problem, a drug problem, would chase after boys. I can say that Michael Jackson, that whole wedding, the whole marriage of Michael Jackson was fake in front of his goddaughter. Yeah. So I think Priscilla was very manipulative in the Graceland book signing. And my gut feeling is I don't think Riley wanted her there. Do you think that Riley wanted her there? I asked you that question. That was heartbreaking. I love Nicole and she looked so uncomfortable. Yes, I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. I think Riley's being careful. I think she's worried. I think Riley's scared what she may say because she doesn't want the backlash of a lawsuit. Remember, Priscilla is very, very experienced in lawsuits. Very, very experienced. She has a lot of money behind her. Now, do you think, Bridget, do you think that Scientology gives money to Priscilla to help her on lawsuits? Let's have a look. If Princess Riley, if Riley didn't want her there, she would not have been there, believe me. All right, is she that? All right, so you think that Riley wanted her there. See, this is a real difficult one for me because I keep thinking, well, if Riley didn't mind Priscilla being in that room, then why did Riley keep all the negative stuff in the book, in this book, From Here to the Great Unknown? Because if Riley was really on Priscilla's side, she would have removed it all. Surely she would have removed the Michael Edwards abuse, that Priscilla's bad parenting, the fact that Lisa felt unloved by her mother. I would have thought that. Yeah. So I'm interested how you respond to that. It's all very interesting. But, you know, my gut is that Riley doesn't like Priscilla. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. My other gut is that the twins know the truth. And even though it's their grandmother, they know the truth. They know the truth. And so I think behind the scenes, it isn't all rosy. I don't think they're all best friends getting on really well. I really don't. But I'm just a fan at home in England. Everything I say is based on just gut feeling, my instincts. It's really all on that. Those were her mother's words, and there was a lot more that could have went in. She did protect her nana. Right, okay. So I think what you mean by that is that a lot was left out. A lot was left out. It's difficult. It's difficult because I still think my gut feeling still says that if Riley really wanted to fully protect Nana, yeah, she would have left out all the gory bits about Priscilla. And the other thing I think about Riley is that why did she remove Priscilla from the cover? I also think, why did Riley not allow Priscilla to have any involvement? I'm asking Bridget, why did Riley not allow Priscilla to have any involvement in the book? Because Priscilla has zero involvement in this book, nothing. it wouldn't surprise me if Priscilla wanted to be in the audio, but you know, they use Julia Roberts, yeah? And obviously Riley's in it, Elisa's in it. But I think Priscilla would have wanted to do part of the audio book in this, but she wasn't allowed to. She made sure that Priscilla did not do the audio book. She also made sure that that Priscilla had no involvement in this book. That is very clear to me. Riley was going to finish this book on her own, with no Priscilla. That speaks a lot to me. That says a lot to me, really. So remember, Priscilla Presley is involved in litigation, and it's regarding her name, image, and likeness. Yeah, I understand this as well. So if I'm right, Brigitte, she sold you name, image, and likeness. I think you felt that you were going to be getting the name Priscilla Presley. It turns out that she'd already sold the name Presley around 2005. She'd already sold the name Graceland around 2005 to Bob Silliman. So you thought you were getting the name Priscilla and the name Presley, but in the end, you only got the name Priscilla. Is that correct? Am I right what I'm saying? So really, she sold you something that she's not allowed to sell. Yeah? Right, Deborah, what happened to Elvis's tapes? All right, okay. Julia Roberts is one of my favorite actresses too. I love her especially. Yes, she's amazing. All of this is in the court documents. You have to... Well, I haven't done that much research. I've done some research. Yeah. But it is a mess, isn't it? And am I right, Bridget? You said to me it's 4 contracts. Is that right, Bridget? I'm pretty sure you said it was 4 contracts that she's signed. Yes, 4 companies. Ah, right. So there's more contracts, but it's 4 companies. Right, got you. Is that right? 4 companies, more, but there's more contracts. How many contracts were signed, can I ask? I do remember you saying to me that Barry Siegel is still friends with Priscilla, and that he brokered the deal for the movie, for Sofia Coppola's movie. So he approached Sofia Coppola with the idea of the Priscilla movie, basing it on this book. Yeah. So Barry Siegel, just the fact that Priscilla is still friends with Barry Siegel is just beyond me. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that Barry Siegel and Priscilla are still friends. So I was just told. All right, he's retired now. But so you said you're going to email me the link to what is filed. All documents are online. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'd love to have that. Because I'm in England, I don't know how to find any of this. Obviously, there's another YouTube channel that knows how to get all these links. I have no idea. Very interesting guy. Guys, does anyone, if you guys want to ask Bridget a question? And very, very interesting. I still think my gut feeling is that Riley is a bit scared of Priscilla, and that she doesn't want to push her luck with Priscilla, because Riley doesn't want to go to lawsuits, because Priscilla is very, very experienced with lawsuits. She has a long history of lawsuits. I also think she's got Scientology behind her that is boosting her financially, because we know Priscilla's run out of money. Yeah. So she's getting money from somewhere. I don't think all these personal appearances and signing autographs and German appearance, she goes to Germany, Bad Nauheim, and I don't think that's going to give her enough income to fight Bridget Cruz. I think this Bridget Cruz lawsuit is going to cost millions, isn't it? Let's face it. Yeah. So I think something's propping up Priscilla financially, and my guess is that it's Scientology. Seriously, guys. Just a fan at home. That's my opinion. What do you think, Brigitte? All lawsuits are very expensive, but this one is, yes, I know. But do you think, Bridget, do you think that Scientology is giving Priscilla money to help pay for this lawsuit? Do you think that? And you might not be able to answer that question, but because she just seems very confident, very cocksure. Yeah. When I see her getting interviewed, she just seems like she doesn't have a care in the world. She has a very cold way, a cold, demure sort of front, doesn't she? And you wouldn't think that that woman was in this major lawsuit. Obviously, it's 2 lawsuits because you've served one and she's countersuing. So I just think the confidence that she's got is because she's being helped. She's being helped. That's what I think. Financially, there's some backing here. You know, I definitely can't answer that. But an entity is behind this. This is much bigger than what people. Yes, I believe that, Bridget. But as you say, the truth will prevail. Yeah, justice will prevail. So this could be her undoing. Couldn't it? This could be her undoing, but I completely respect that you have a massive battle ahead of you, and so does Priscilla. So it's so sad, isn't it? Because that's not why we get in business. You know, when you get in business, you never think, oh, I'm going to have lawsuits. Like I started in business when I was 19. I'm 57 now. When I first got into business, it was just about making money and having fun. Yeah, that's all it was. With my twin brother, we were going to make some money and have some fun. You don't think I'm going to have different lawsuits. And the bottom line is lawsuits make you lose sleep, don't they? You can't sleep with lawsuits. Unfortunately, I had 3 lawsuits in my life, all to do with property, business property. Yeah. Thankfully, I did win all 3, but they were complete nightmares. And the people that made the most money was the solicitors. The lawyers make more money than everyone. This is the sad truth. It's the sad truth. I loved her truly and broke my back 20 hours a day for her. Yes, I know. We know, Brigitte. You bent over backwards to help a woman that was in serious trouble. In serious trouble. We know that. The way you're being treated is very cruel, very unfair. But unfortunately, the thing about lawsuits, you can't just turn them off, can you? You can't just go, oh, I won't do that anymore. I'll just stop that. The lawsuits have their own life. Yeah. So you're at the beck and call of the lawyers. You're always waiting for the next thing to be released. Yeah. Every time there's a new stage, there's a massive amount of money that has to be paid to lawyers. So I can't stand lawsuits. Hate them. All 3 of them that I went through were a complete nightmare. It did turn out well. These things can, in the end, turn out well. And obviously, if you win, you get your legal expenses. You get your legal expenses paid for. But there's no what's the word? There is no instruction manual for lawsuits. Lawsuits, there's so many twists and turns. You never know, do you? You just don't. And there's a lot of lying involved in lawsuits, a lot of fake evidence. And you've got lawyers that are bending the rules. There's so much that goes on with lawsuits. So much. Very sad. Very sad. I wish it just wasn't happening, Brigitte, because you just want to run your business. I'm truly heartbroken, and I feel like she could care less about what she is doing to me and my children. And I have, you have a non-verbal son that needs care, and even after I'm gone, Bridget, I send you love, Bridget. Seriously, I send you love. I'm just so sad that that is the case, that you tried to help this woman, bent over backwards 20 hours a day trying to fix all the mistakes that she's made, and she's made so many. She knows that you have a son that needs care, which must be, must be very hard work for you. And she's suing you knowing that when you sue someone, they risk everything. That's the thing. The thing about litigation is that you risk losing everything. This is what I remember when I was having my lawsuits. If I lost, I was going to lose everything, everything. And this is the biggest fear, isn't it? When you're in a lawsuit, is the worst case scenario. It's just so horrible, which is why you're always pushing to settle. You're always pushing to settle because you're trying to avoid. Now, my gut is that Priscilla in no way will settle. In no way will settle. So I am no one important like the Presleys. I was raised to believe when you do the right things, that the right things will happen. Yeah. But you say you're not important, Bridget, but you are an entrepreneur with massive success. And we know that an entrepreneur that is successful are successful because they took risks. The reason I did well with my twin brother is because we took risks. You risk everything to get success. It could all go wrong. It could have all gone wrong. Many people that take risks lose everything. So no, you are important, Bridget, because you achieved the unachievable. You achieved the impossible. You should give yourself that credit. GWS auctions are amazing. It's a fantastic company that's been created there. You should give yourself credit for that. Now, I completely understand that where you are now with the lawsuit, you just feel like, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. I understand that. In the end, we just have to push on and hope for the best. Hope for the best. Trust in God, trust in Jesus. Yeah? You are just a mum and I'm just a dad. Yeah, I get that. But you do deserve credit for success. You do. Not everyone is an entrepreneur. Not everyone. The truth will prevail. I believe in good outcome for you, Bridget. Well done, Renee. Hard work. Yes, hard work. The one thing I remember about me and my twin is we were working 120 hours a week, 7 days a week. It was a lot of hard work, and I completely believe that Bridget works very, very hard and has always worked hard. You put your neck on the line to achieve success. That's the bottom line. You stick your neck out. If you're lucky, it goes okay. It goes okay. Well said, Linda. I think she spends, so in case anyone's joining us now, it's Bridget Cruz from GWS Auctions. I know that she distances herself from GWS Auctions now because of the lawsuit. But Bridget Cruz, we're very lucky. We feel very grateful and honored that she joins us for a discussion and we can ask her questions. She answers very, very politely. She gives us a lot of respect, and we feel lucky that she comes in and joins us for a chat. And we also assure Bridget that we will always give her respect and good manners. And we fully support her against this lawsuit with Priscilla, which we think, as Team Elvis, is very unfair to Bridget. We think Bridget has been seriously wrongly treated. This is how we feel, guys. We're all going to pray for you. Brigitte, we're all going to send you love, and we're just going to keep believing that everything is going to work out for you. That's how we all feel here at Team Elvis. If we can help, we will help. I don't really see what we can do. Of course, I'm going to happily look at these, the manuscript of the book Elvis and Me, that with the original that you're auctioning. I'd love to do a story on that. Do some live streams. I'd love to do some live streams. I'd love to do a live stream with Bridget. I look forward to it. I hope we can help. I hope we can help. There's not that much, I'm a YouTube channel in the Southwest UK, in my kitchen at home. There's not that much I can do. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to have to go. My wife is going to tell me off. So I really want to thank all of you guys of Team Elvis for having this lovely discussion. I'm so glad that Bridget joined us. We've had a really nice time, haven't we? We had a good chat. We just had an honest, open discussion. We know that Bridget needs some support, some help. We send her love. We're there for you, Bridget. Always feel you can message me, email me, phone me, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. So thanks, guys. I do have to go because my wife is going to be like, come on. She'll be doing that now. She wants to put the kids to bed. So a special thank you to all of Team Elvis. Taking care of Bridget. Team Elvis, you have been so good with Bridget. I'm so proud that Team Elvis are so kind and loving and caring and understanding and helpful. So thank you, Team Elvis. You make me proud. Team Elvis, you make me proud. Team Elvis, all the way. Thanks, guys. And Gio, if you want to message me direct, my friend. We can have a chat. I can see you're probably a bit upset about what's been going on with the other channel. So we can discuss that, my friend. Yes, Team Elvis. Okay, guys. I'm going to have to go. All's well that ends well. Yeah? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you had a brilliant Thanksgiving. Take care, everyone. I send all of you love. Bye, guys.